Greetings from Google Academy UK, and in this video we are going to be installing the mailer. And the reason we're going to be installing the mailer is this, because at the moment the site will not send or receive any emails. It's there, so we'll just cancel that because it's not working. As you can see, I've changed the name, what I didn't do in the last video. That just takes it out there and names it across your site. So without further ado, what we'll do is we'll try and send a email. I'm going to change that to English UK, but obviously wherever you have, changed all my time preferences. Save changes, then it's going to inform us that there is a pending change, but we're not going to be able to do it because we can't get into it. Well, we can, but it can't send an email, should I say. So as we see here, nothing's come through yet, nothing whatsoever. Let's get rid of that. And then, so we're back in here. So the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be installing a plugin into my non-plugin WordPress website, and we're going to be installing Post SMTP. The reason I'm using Post SMTP is because quite a while back, what I did is when I had these guys here, WP Mail and WP Offload Media, the mailer were working fine. Then I set up the offload media. I got all the offload media working fine to discover that the mailer had stopped working. So then I'd start experimenting, and the combination I come up with was this for the mail, Post SMTP, and to offload my media, I used WP Stateless, which works just perfectly. So if we go into the settings, now what I'm going to do with this one is I've got this email address here, googlyacademyuk@gmail.com. So we're going to set this one up as it. So as you can see, even though the website's called googlyacademy.uk, we're going to set the mailer up to come from a Gmail, whereas the site is in a G Suite. So what you can understand here is as well why I'm using a different one is because the actual form that we'll put on the website, the contact form, will come to say like hello@googleacademy.uk, and then all the stuff mailed from here, like your password and your user account, and you know, if you want to reset your password or any orders, anything, that's going to come to Googly. So as we're in here, settings, we should have we've got them set up here still and all that, so that's no good. So what I want to do is, let's see, it saved all of them when I deleted it. That's the problem. So we'll go back to them. Let's see, plugins now, settings, Post SMTP. Let's see if we can go back to here, and we'll start the wizard. That's the best one, sorry. So like I said, the email address is going to be this one, googlyacademy.uk, googlyacademy.uk@gmail.com. And again, I've not breached any licenses by using a personal Gmail in a commercial website, because this API is set up in here, which we've set up billing. So any invocations, I believe they're called, of this shall work. Well, we've got mark green. See, sometimes these things just save your settings in, and you should just really go away. But they're done. So we'll go next, and then we'll have to get the SMTP, which you can see it's there. It's keeping all my settings. That's what you need to put in. smtp.gmail.com. There you go. I'm sure you'd seen that anyway. Excuse me. We're just doing a connectivity test, and this should take, I don't know, 5-10 seconds generally. Then once we get through here, we're going to be doing authentication, and this is where we're going to quickly hop over into credentials in Google Cloud. But what I'll do for this, while that's setting up, we'll just go back to the home, and then I'll take you to it afresh. Right, so on your hamburger menu, and you're looking for APIs and services, and then we're going to create some credentials. Okay, see if we've done here. Yep, so we can see there, SMTP Gmail 587. We're going to do OAuth 2.0, which is what we're going to set up in here. click next. As we can see, I've got a lot of my settings already in here, the client ID and everything, but what'll happen is, with this, you won't have this yet. So I'll take these out for a second, so you can see. Right, authorized redirect, I'll show you this in a second. This is obviously going to be your domain that you want, which is allowing it. So authorized JavaScript, right, so into credentials, why have I got two tabs open? Oh, shut that one. Right, so we're going to create credentials, as we can see. Alright, we're on the last page, weren't it, I think, is it? Anyway, there we go, that one. So we're going to choose OAuth client ID, we're going to choose a web application, and because mine is a Gmail I'm using, I'm going to have to authenticate. If you do it internally, if you're using a G Suite, this will look different. It's the client ID, that's okay, right. So what we're going to call this is, we'll just call it GA client. That'll do for now. And we're going to add a URL, which is going to be HTTPS, that, and then Google Academy. UK, googleacademy.uk. Now, I'm hoping not to run into things using different emails. I've done it before and it's worked fine. Right, authorized redirect. This is where we go here. It'll end with Postman. There you go. Right, copy that. Put this in here. Paste. Right, and then create. The next thing we'll see, I'm not going to blur mine out, so I'm going to change them, is these. Yeah. And it's a good idea to keep these secrets, and if someone else sneakily put them on their website and they're getting thousands of mails a day and sending thousands of mails, your bill is going to be humongous. So like we said, once I've done this, I'll delete it all and I'll start again, which I've done that a lot throughout this course, to be honest with you. This morning's video has been just brilliant. Right, let's have a look. Copy that. Okay. And we're going to put this in here, and then hopefully, let's just have a look back in here to check. I've got GA client, web application, client ID, all that. So let's see if this just works. Not going to worry about any of this. Select to notify service to notify you when email is failed to deliver. So you can use pushover or Slack. This is an extra notification to the selection above. You can download the Chrome extension here. Your unique ID, as you see in the extension. Not going to worry about that. And then we've got this here, which does tell us that in some instances you may need to change the mailer type from Postman SMTP to mailer, but I don't believe we do. So without further ado, we shall finish this, and then we shall hopefully grant permission with Google. Look, go away. Grant permission. Hopefully we don't flop. Right, this is looking good. Sign in with this. It's going to say unverified because it's external, but again, there's only your site and Google using this. So grant permission. We'll allow that. Confirm your choices. With these, when you're using these sort of things to sign into social media, Facebook, things like that, you want to read actually just how much stuff they can do. It's unreal, but for the sake of this, we don't worry about deleting and composing anything, because it's only you and your site that's using it. Allow. We should now go back. It's telling us up here, look, that everything seems to have gone to plan. So we'll send a test email. What's that there? Google security alert. Right, let's just tell us it was granted, so that's just a security precaution from Google. So we may as well, to make sure it is working, send it to ourselves. gmail.com. User, I don't like that. It should just default empty. Next. Success. Your message was delivered. Finish. Have a look here, we know anywhere. Post SMTP. Hello, bonjour, hola. And that, my friends, is how to easily set up your mailer so you've actually got your website that works. And at this point in the playlist, if you don't want to learn about offloading your media, stuff like that, then you are done. You know, you're now at this point where you see we've created a virtual machine, we've installed WordPress on it, we've created a DNS zone which then points up to our domain, changes that over, and then we took the next stage, we did the SSL, and then we took the next stage of going into FileZilla and editing WP config. We changed both define HTTPS, and we also increased memory size. In another video, I'm going to go into functions.php, and that's where we'll be able to increase max post size and max upload size as well. So we've covered that, and then we've gone through setting up a mailer, and just, you know, as notes at the end, remember you don't have to have the email account that's anything to do with your domain name. Even though it says googleacademy.uk there, you know, I could have had, for instance, rentmydrivenow@gmail.com as my site mailer, and then on my website, on the contact page, you know, in Elementor, for instance, the field where you want it to go, and then you just went the contact page, send it to hello@googleacademyuk.com, whatever, and from there, I don't really think there's much else you need to know on this instance. I'm hoping it's gone really quick for you. I've done, what, 4 videos, so I'm reckoning there's probably about an hour's worth of content, and then you are going to be able to master this Google Cloud platform, feel as good as I do, and like I say, I know for a fact, just with clients and other people I've seen when I'm showing this, you know, but GoDaddy, Bluehost and that, yeah, 1 click, and we give you a free SSL, yeah, but like I said, with GoDaddy, you'd have to spend, and this is on an introductory offer, $84.99 for the year hosting to get the free SSL, and then next year, my free SSL, where I paid £3.99 for, the following year went up to £47, so they're going to suck you in with these hosting offers, yep, and at first, they'll probably throttle and meter your website so it's performing super duper, but as time goes on, and as we mentioned earlier, think about an apartment, 2-bedroom, you know, a family, like husband, wife and a child, for instance, and then somebody else, another family has to move in, so now there's, you know, husband, wife and child in one room, and then say, you know, I don't know, 2 wives, 2 husbands, whatever, and a kid in another room, and then somebody else has to move in, yeah? So now you've got 3 families living in this one little apartment, and what I'm trying to get here, that one little apartment is that C panel with, say, like 2 gigabyte or whatever. Remember, they'll say to you, you can host unlimited websites. Of course you can, but try it and we'll die. And imagine in that little place, you've got all these people, so now it's a plugin, so unlimited sites, all different plugins, all conflicting within your... Now, with this, like we said, just when you want to create a new site, something new, jump into a new virtual machine, create a new project, obviously, first, yeah? And then off you go. You've got a free website, or, you know, like, even if you start using it, you can go up to $13, which will probably handle about 100 to 200,000 visitors at the same time. Go up to the 3.7 gigabyte, and I believe that can handle it like 1 million requests per second. These garden variety hosts that a lot of you are using, think about it. Alphabet Inc. earned 2019 $169 billion, I think it was, which equates to $433.8 million a day. Come on, really? What? Anybody's got the type of data centers and technology like these? No, as you can probably guess, I'd say hobby-cessed with Google and WordPress. I absolutely love it, and as you've seen now, you can build the most amazing sites for free. I mean, no more having to mess about configuring long-ass SSLs and stuff. You've seen how simple this is. We went through, and I'm going to go now because it's what? Let's see. It's 9:14 at night, and I've literally all day been doing this, and I've eaten 3 Weetabix. Hoorah, Weetabix. As always, if you've got any comments or questions or any feedback, you know, a better way to do this than I've done, please get in touch, and I will be sure to answer as soon as possible. And as always, in these troubling times, the love of WordPress and Google gives you purpose indoors. Learn something new. Stay safe. Love from Ramsgate.